to me, is sexy. And again, I'll be the first to tell you, you know, there's been times where somebody said, listen, I'm not feeling it right now. I don't think that this is the right time. All right, let's get up, let's go. Because again, your vagina is not worth my freedom. It's not a fair exchange. And I've always been on that note, and I've always explained it to my son and also our male members in my family.
Do you think the celebrities should be given more consideration in New York City in regards to the New York City cases? Because, like I said, a lot of those guys, I don't believe everybody is guilty, man. It seemed like the statute allows for women to go ahead and take their shot. You know what I mean?
Well, I look at it this way. I think there should be a form of filtering when it comes to this. Like, how do we prove something from 1987? You know, I understand when somebody gets assaulted, we go, there's a rape kit, there's boom, 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 there's accusations, but now we bring in stuff from the year 86, 91. How do we quantify the level of truth here? Whatever. At the same time, a victim can hold that inside and be afraid. There's certain people that are so powerful, you're just afraid to say it. It could be a bunch of different stuff. Threatening, I don't know. So it's one of them things. It's a very touchy situation.
You know how you said that they could be afraid? A lot of these lawsuits have been filed anonymously from Jane Doe's. So the public don't know who it is, but I imagine the person that's being accused, they got an idea who it is.
So here's the thing. If you're going to hit somebody with the Jane Doe, you got to stand. Just like you putting their name out there, you got to be able to stand on something. So that's like somebody taking a swing at you and then running away. I understand the whole Jane Doe thing, but what you do is you put somebody out on Front Street, but you don't put your name to it.
Right.
And so
some of the women did. Cassie did.
Okay, right. Cassie did.
The chick that is accusing Axl Rose, I believe her name is listed too.
Right. So there's some people that will put their name to it, but I believe that, you know, how do we work this out? Listen, respectfully, this kind of situation is right up there with the conundrum of Israel and Palestine. It's one of them things that it's going to take years to work it out to make it effective. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Unfortunately, well, they hidden these people in their pocketbooks. In regards to the record, that record is always going to mean a lot to me.
It is.
As of right now, like I said, ain't nobody filed no lawsuit against Africa Bambaataa, so his reputation is still intact. Until anybody take it to court, it's just YouTube videos.
But you know something? Here's the thing about it. When you make an accusation on somebody, you make it where the court of public opinion, people can't unsee it. All right?
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Here's the thing. Sometimes not being able to unsee it is actually worse than a settlement for that person.
It's like a conviction.
It's a conviction. It's literally a conviction because you can say, whatever I have read in a document, I can't unsee it. If somebody come out and make a statement, I can't unsee it because now it's in my head. So conviction or no conviction, you've just convicted somebody. The thing is, what happens if that person is actually not guilty? If they're guilty, I'm the first one to say, get their asses out of here, punish them to the highest extent of the law. But what if they're not?
I don't think people who make false accusations are punished in America.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you make a false accusation and it is found out that it's false and you lied, we can't walk away from this. You have to be punished to the highest extent of the law because you just put a man's life on the line. I've never gone to jail. I can't speak on it. But sexual predators, how they looked at in a facility.
Scumbags, low life.
So now what you do is you make an accusation, And you telling me that if it's found to be untrue, we gonna just walk away from this and take an Excedrin and walk down the street and brush it off with some dirt? We not doing that, bro. Like I said, if it's me and it's wrong and it's unfounded, I'm going after you. Listen, you gonna pay me for the rest of your life, and I don't even want your money. I'll give it to Julio Iglesias. I'll give it to the Coalition for Diabetes and Hamsters. I don't care, but something has to happen, and for me, I would want to make sure you get prosecuted to the highest extent of the law. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think it's a Me Too situation.
Me Too is scary, man. Me Too is scary. And listen, man, anytime, big targets are always going to get it. But at the same time, if you're a big target and you know you're a big target, you got to be careful. So there's certain rappers that I know, I'm not going to mention names. If you don't know them, you can't even come backstage. If you don't know them, you can't even get an all-access pass if they don't know you personally.
Right.
People, I don't want to
name... Is that the safe route?
Hell yeah. People, I don't even want to name names. That you can't even be backstage if you don't know this person, because they're trying to take away that element. Because to be honest with you, a woman is the easiest way to get to a dude. That's just a fact. Because a big ass and a beautiful face and a thin waist for a black man will neutralize everything. You won't tell dudes in the street what's going on. Everything will be secret, but you'll get with a woman and wind up pillow talking. So it's one of those things, man.
Yeah, I agree with you, man.
Would you agree or disagree?
I agree, but what do you think the celebrity is gonna have to do in regards to like dating and being around women? What they gonna have to take a chaperone with them? Body cameras? What the fuck?
I mean, here's the thing. I'll say this to everybody out here, and it's not something that I take lightly. And although I'm not dating right now, I'm not gonna put my own personal situation out there, but I'm gonna tell you what I do. I have a 90-day standing rule. I'm not putting hands on you. I'm not doing nothing with you until I've known you for at least 90 days. I was on a TV show called Celebrity Big Brother in England. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I learned on that show is you cannot fake for forever. Eventually, the real you is going to come out. The problem is we have sex first and then we talk later.
Right.
So you get in bed with somebody, but you don't really know who they are or what they are. I need to know something about you. I need to know how you are on your good days. I need to know how you are on your bad days. I need to know if you're triggered, how you're gonna act. If you get angry, how you're gonna act. I need to know that you're mentally stable. Also, you need to look for different kinds of women. Personally, any woman that's a mother, for the most part, is usually stable. There is some baby mothers out here that's crazy, but most women that are mothers and nurturers and mature and have their kids in the house and teaching their kids and doing that, most times those women are stable. What do the women that you deal with stand for? Just cause you look good don't mean that you are good. Just because you got a big butt and a beautiful face and a thin waist does not make you the baddest chick. The baddest chick is the most sensible chick. The chick that will take direction. The chick that is a nurturer. The chick that wants to work with you and not against you. The chick that don't give you problems. The chick that don't yell and speak back to you and talk crazy and do things to put you in a certain situation. So you have to pick your women wisely. Listen, it's a reality, man. The baddest get the baddest. So right now, a dude like French Montana is out there right now in the studio working on a record. There is a woman in a gym right now doing squats that will go home, eat her food, and throw it up so that when she's in the club, she's going to put herself right in the eye line of French Montana so you can be like, who the hell is that? That's how the best deals with the best. You always going to have that. But again, what I'm saying is You always have the best women and the finest women in the food chain being at the top.
Right.
But just because you look good don't mean that you are good. It's gotta be a combination.
True. I like how you put the process in like chronological order. You said we had sex first.
Listen. When I was doing the game, you come here. I mean, y'all may say, "Oh, who is Fat Man Scoop to be able to do that?" When I was super on fire, you, let's go. Like that's just how it was. But as you get older, you gotta go through a couple of I'm pregnant and I'm keeping this. You gotta go through a couple of I'm gonna kill myself, or I'm gonna kill you, or I'm gonna get my brother. You gotta go through a couple of those to get to that place.
Right.
But and then you start to learn that again, just because you look good don't mean that you are good. You have to have a discernment and an eye, and you got to pay attention to all of the signs that are being thrown at you. A woman could be beautiful, but are there red flags? Hey, a man could be amazingly handsome, but are there red flags that go both ways?
Right. You pretty much crossed all the T's and dotted the I's in regards to that topic. The hoodie, man, I gotta point that out, man. Y'all seen your merchandise catalog has grown.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I actually printed this morning. I think I may have put it sideways, but I'm working on it. Of course, I'm about to do my website in January. This is my time where I kind of take time off to plan the next year and get everything together. I'm working on my merch line, working on, more importantly, the distribution and how to get it. I take cues from Gully because he'll beat you in the head with that PA knit, but it's a good product. So you can beat somebody in the head, but you have a good product. And another thing, you wear it and then you talk about it. So I try to add that element into what I do.
Yeah, you gotta rock it, man.
You gotta rock it.
Nobody else gonna rock it if we don't rock it.
Yeah. You gotta rock it. People gotta see you with it. So that's very important.
This is my first time opening up all of those albums because that's the segment that I wanted to do with you, little digging in the crates and shit.
Yeah.
And like I said, those are my Pop's albums and shit. And he's been deceased for some time now, and I never opened up them albums like that. And out of all of those albums, he got one rap album in there, and it's the one on Tides Planet Rock.
Yup. I mean, this is a transformative record when it comes to hip hop, man. Period.
Right. Scoop, I appreciate your time, man. You're a creative genius. Tell these people where they can find you at, man.
Instagram at Fat Man Scoop. YouTube at Fat Man Scoop. TikTok at Fat Man Scoop. I'm really heavier on Instagram, but I'm working on my YouTube and TikTok thing. I'm gonna actually start going live on YouTube because I see how you do it, and I see a lot of, you can get a lot of traction from that.
YouTube is hard pressed for good content, man. You know, niggas is doing all type of stunts, shooting themselves, and just a bunch of crazy shit.
Now, I don't want to get into Hassan and whether he shot himself. I know you and him are probably not in the best place. I hope he didn't shoot himself.
I hope he didn't either.
To be honest with you, a lot of what Hassan Campbell says, I actually agree with. In terms of how the kids are doing certain things and, things that are out of order and stuff. I don't know what happened to him mentally, but to see a man have a breakdown like that, in real time is very painful. Because at the end of the day, Hassan is somebody's father, man. He's somebody's son.
Right. He black. Yeah, he black.
He's a black man. So and to see what happened to him allegedly, because I don't know, and to see that he used his platform and to speak out on it, it was a very brave thing to do. And a lot of people clown him and whatever, but you know what kind of bravery it takes to come out and say what happened to you like that? Because that's actually an assault against your manhood. So for him to do that, I've always had a lot of respect for him because, again, it's a very brave thing to do. And to see him melt down like that, man. Now you guys are accusing him. You're accusing him of getting shot on purpose.
Yeah, I believe he did
Okay,
it on.
so
I believe he did it on purpose.
Gully, listen,
Whether he pulled the trigger or not,
Gully,
he did it on
Gully,
purpose.
listen, man. What did he get shot with?
I think they said a 22 caliber.
Okay, all right, yeah. So a 22 is like a BB gun.
No, it ain't. You can get a 22 can kill you. A BB
Right,
gun.
but listen, any projectile that fast can kill you. So, no, listen, this is just actual facts.
Right.
I hope that he didn't do that. You know why?
Right.
Because as you said, a 22 going through the right artery in your arm or whatever will end your life.
Yeah.
Anything going that fast through your body will end your life.
Right.
So with that being said, man, I don't think that that's a good prank to do. You want to do a prank, go jump off of a small bridge or something. but like, don't, say I'm going to end my life and jump off of a small bridge where you can fall off and ain't nothing going to happen like that. But don't do that because what if the bullet goes through your arm and travels and hits an artery? You're dead doing a prank. So I think that's a hell of a stretch to get shot as a prank, man. Did they prove it? Is there a way to prove it before you say it?
Nah, I wasn't there,
That's
nothing
your
like
personal
that.
opinion.
But I believe he ultimately was. He campaigned for something that would interject some energy into his channel. Like I said, these guys don't be having Fat Man Scoop on their channel. They don't be having hip-hop artists on their channel. These niggas be piggybacking or conducting their business by way of the latest bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But original content, you got to work, man.
Listen, you have to work. You have to be active. But at the same time, as far as and I'm not trying to be a Hassan Campbell cheerleader right now. I'm not doing cheerleading.
Right.
His content was just him telling the truth about what happened and talking about where we are as a society and where we are as a people. And for me, a lot of it resonated because we do need help. We do need help. You yourself, Gully, you are what I call, and I told you this before off the record, you're a God-body Republican. You like you God body, but you have Republican sensibilities, man.
Right.
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 And I know that's gonna sound.
Is it true that that was?
Republican.
Is it true that was our original political party? We were supposed to be.
Yes, it is. It is true because the Democrats were actually, from what I hear, they were the racist party.
Yeah, I heard something similar.
Right.
So okay.
But at the same time, hey, my thing is this, and I tell people this. And I'll leave you on this note, people. Vote, do whatever you gotta do. That's your life. You make your choice, you do what you gotta do. All I'm telling you is you better, moving forward to where we are and where we're going, you better be concerned about the United States of yourself.
Right.
I am concerned about the United States of Fat Man Scoop. That means Fat Man Scoop, his daughter, his son, his loved ones, his family, the people around him, his community. Listen, no one is coming to save you. No president, no political figure. Drake ain't coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you, man. You better work on what you need to do to save yourself. Financial literacy, understanding how money works, understanding how politics work, working harder, second business, stop watching fucking Netflix. Because here's the thing, man, at the end of the day, you are your first responder. That's it.
You sound like a fucking politician.
But I'm just telling you the truth, man. It's just the truth.
You was killing that shit, man. Like
it's just the truth,
Apollo
man.
Creed type shit.
Here's the thing. I see too much of us worrying about the wrong shit. Like I told you, I would go down the rabbit hole of watching ignorance on YouTube. I have a specific mix of videos that I watch when I watch YouTube. I'll watch 5 financial videos, whether that's Market Mondays with Ian Dunlap, a Minority Mindset with Jaspreet Singh, an Indian dude, Stansberry Research, Kitco News. I can't think of all of them. If you guys want it, I'll send you a list of all of the stuff. Then I'll watch one sensibly ignorant piece of content, and then I'll watch one ignorant piece of content, and then I'm back, and one sports, and then I'm back to the 5.
Right.
Because I can't spend all day doing that. I have to do things that are going to make me better. Because the reality is that if we don't learn to invest, we will never beat inflation. That's the facts. But we are too worried about what Kim Kardashian did, who Drake messing with. Listen, that don't mean nothing, bro. Or ma'am, that don't mean nothing. What you doing to save yourself?
Appreciate you, Scoop, on the during the holiday, because we don't. We don't.
I got to go.
We don't do no celebrate, but I appreciate you again, man. You killing it. Tell them where they can find you at and your website, and we out.
Instagram at FatManScoop, TikTok at FatManScoop. I don't really use Twitter. YouTube at FatManScoop, and fatmanscoop.com. I'm gonna open it up in January.
What you got against Twitter, my nigga?
I just don't. It's not my thing.
All right, peace, my man.
Was that live?